clean it up whenever I finish. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, bye. Yes. Okay, I'm not. Lexi, I'm just saying whatever you're saying. I will do it. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Yes, I am. Okay. Bye. Love you. Because I'm streaming. I'm not, but okay. Bye. Hi. Today should be fun. I have conventional deadlifts and then another circuit today. So easy peasy. Just deadlifting right now, doing conventional. It's only 3 plates. So you guys are able to see what I'm doing then. So I guess that person just needs to reload the page because there's someone that is saying that YouTube is not cooperating right now. Hi. Can you guys see everything or are you not able to? Okay, good on your end. Okay, cool. So conventional deadlifts, Bulgarian split squats, rows, like cable rows, and what else is there? Neutral grip, so arch nemesis bar, overhead press. It's actually not a Cadillac bar; it's an arch nemesis bar. It's cheaper, plus it also functions as a lat pull down attachment. Unfortunately, kind of shitty knurl, but I don't think that the original Cadillac bar had knurl to begin with. So, yeah. Basically, I would say it's a flat upgrade. Only thing is that I don't know how it applies to the Cadillac bar, but it's a teeny tiny bit narrow. So I space out the plates a bit so they don't hit the sides of my rack whenever I'm benching. But other than that, no issues really. But it could just be because I'm using a Rogue rack and this is bells of steel. So I don't know. YouTube stuttering. I'm sorry. That sucks. Capybara? Where? Oh, Isolation Cowboy. Yeah, it looks like a capybara. Okay, well, I'll get my first set in. Hopefully, this is a 7 RPE. That wasn't bad. Felt like shit, but but the reps, like in reserve, still weren't bad. it a 6.5. And then I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll jump up to 435. Hope that's an 8. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable jump. What's my platform made out of? It's just 2 3/4 inch horse stall mats that are 4 foot by 6 foot, stacked on top of each other. Justin, you'll be fine. Don't be a pussy. But yeah, I'm bloating hard, guys. I feel bad. Definitely gonna miss weight at competition for sure. I'm not even intentionally doing it, it's just happening. Yeah. And got, I think like in relation to what my platform is, I'm pretty sure like Dennis Cornelius has like 3 or 4 horse stall mats like this stacked on top of each other. And the dude deadlifts like 800 pounds or some shit. So probably not too much. Go to 300. I really don't want to hit 300, man. I really don't. But psych meds are a hell of a drug, you know? I mean, I have up until 308 now, but I really don't want to do that. Guess I could check what the record is in the, in the fucking super heavy class. See what that is. Oh, there's no chance. No chance I'm getting that if I bulk up to 140 plus. So let's hope I don't. Let's do 140 and under. Okay, I think I'm ready for my top set. Oh, and then I have the stupid 530 bullshit. Man, if I could guarantee I could bench almost 500 pounds, then I'd do it. I guess maybe, but I can't, so I won't. Hope my conventional went up. Because it's feeling easier than it should. Even if it feels like shit. I felt like that was like a 7.5 RPE. That wasn't that bad at all. Yeah, that was like a 7.5. That wasn't bad. Okay, 275 for the back offs. Your all-time max deadlift is a 435? You'll get stronger, don't worry. How do you hook grip? It's not that bad. Basically, what you want to do is you want to jam the bar right in here, like as hard as you can, and like you're not going to just like dislocate your thumb or anything, but like you want to feel like it can't go any further, and then you want to just go like this and then reach around your thumb. So you don't want to like hook onto the bar with your thumb. You want it to be parallel to it. And then you just reach around. You give your thumb a reach around and you just hold on. Make sure you chop your thumbs like all the way around your thumbs and your fingers, and you're good to go. I don't think you need gorilla hands though. I think my hands are only 8 inches long roughly. It's not that big. You have rat hands. You'll be fine. If tiny little Asian women in the Olympics can do it, you can do it. Never tried it like I described. Yeah, I picked that up from a Kabuki article, like about jamming the bar in as hard as you can into the groove between your index finger and your thumb. But then the rest was like pretty simple. Like the rest is sort of what you really want to do. You don't want to grip onto your nail. You don't want to like smash your finger into the bar. You just want to reach around it, and then you're good to go. I really don't want to do this tempo work because I just did RDLs yesterday and it was like the same shit. I'm forgetting that women in the Olympics use a smaller bar. That might be true, fine, but then I counter that with tiny women in powerlifting who don't have a smaller bar. Besides, you're a dude. You should be big enough to do that. Like 2 millimeters of extra, 2.5 millimeters of extra diameter shouldn't be make or break anything. If you had like a 30 millimeter bar, then it'd be, or 32 millimeter bar, then it's understandable that you can't reach around it because that's a little big. That's like a squat bar. But if it's a regular size bar, then you should be fine. And have you tried using hook grip before? Yeah, exactly. Unless you compete in USPA or something with a deadlift bar, then those are 27 millimeters. So it's still a little smaller than an Olympic bar. Also, I don't know what the hell happened, but my fucking video from yesterday, my top set just popped off. Usually still grip until 135. Yeah, it's not bad. And then I guess you weren't able to hold on any longer due to a lack of chalk or something. You pulled your lower back today? That sucks. It's all swollen. Yeah, that really sucks. You're just getting all sorts of injuries. Was that from overhead press? Double crippled. Without bracing. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, you got to make sure you're bracing and you're squeezing your glutes and your quads as hard as you can. Okay, well, I'm going to do my first set of this stuff. I really don't feel like doing it, but I have to do it before I can get to the circuit, and I don't want to do the circuit either. I think that was 5. Lost count. Too much counting going on. Brainlet can't compete with it. Yeah, I like it. Not a big fan of the pivot weeks, but I know they're necessary based on like the structure of how everything works. And no matter how excruciating that looks, it's not as excruciating as a 600 safety squat bar squats. Especially doing that for reps. I think like towards the end, I was doing it for like 7s. It was ass. But it's making me gains, so I can't complain. I'm just hoping that the modifications for the next block are going to work well, and I hope that my elbow keeps up. Yeah, and safety squat bars, it's a really good piece of equipment, especially if you're plagued with shoulder mobility issues. But even without the shoulder mobility issues, it's just such a good bar. Like, there's really no reason not to have one, even if it's just a just in case thing. Football bars, I think, are a little bit less useful, but also probably like that would be like the next bar to get if you don't have one as well. But like other than that, you really like you don't need much else. Like you can cover so much ground with just a barbell, a safety squat bar, and a football bar. And obviously a rack and a bench, but that's sort of included. Oh, I don't want to do this next set. This wasn't that even exhausting. It's just holding my breath for that long sucks. It looks like a meme. It's not bad. I mean, it's good on the shoulders as well, which is where its like main utility comes in. And then if you get the arch nemesis bar, then it doubles as like a lat pull down bar. So like that's a couple extra grips that you don't even need to really think about. Although like the regular you can technically have a bunch of extra grips with the when's the next max? I don't know. It's probably not going to be until I compete, honestly. They don't really test maxes too much out of like in the base cycles, from what I recall. But I don't know. We'll see, because each of the different groups you can be put into have like 3 different variations of each thing, depending on if you're early cycle, mid cycle, or late cycle. So I was doing early cycle programming before. Now, after this week, I'll be doing mid-cycle, which involves me doing like 85% for triples, for a triple, I should say, as a back off after the add 8 single, and then a bunch of other stuff as well. So yeah, I don't know when I'm testing next, but it doesn't really matter as long as the estimated maxes are going up and continue to go up. Then that's a good thing. That's all that really matters until I actually test. But given how everything has been moving today and the past week, even if I'm balls deep in fatigue, it's still pretty good. Like 305, my first pivot week on feet up bench, I got 4 reps, and that was like a 10 RPE, and it was like a 7.5, 8 RPE with 300 for 5 reps yesterday. So I really can't complain. Like, it's definitely doing its job for sure. Even though I am gaining weight, that is definitely helping for sure. But programming is working too. Do you think you should swap out deficit deadlifts for block pulls? I don't feel like block pulls are that helpful. But you pull conventional, right? Like if you have issues pulling, like doing a block pull, then maybe it would be good in terms of like learning how to block pull properly. But I don't think that block pulls are really all that inherently useful, because generally, this isn't every single case, but this is most cases. If you can get off the floor in a good position, asterisk there, good position, then you should not have any issues blocking it out, unless you are Belgian twink and have your hands catch on your thighs while pulling sumo. But yeah, I think deficits are still the better option. If you're going to switch it out for something else, do like a paused off the floor thing instead. Like, I can go on and on about this. I guess the only time it would sort of make sense whenever to do block pulls is sort of if you're doing like a Shaco-esque sort of programming, because he likes to break down the deadlift into parts. where you'll do like a deadlift to knees, and then you'll bench, and then you'll do block pulls afterwards. So you're training the full movement like throughout the whole session, even if you're not doing the full movement at once. So I think that would be like the only case. And I haven't heard the best things about Shaco for deadlift programming because of that. And honestly, I had better results personally just doing full deadlifts both times, or doing like deadlift to knees one time and then full deadlifts the next, or whatever. But that might be because I pull sumo. That could be because that's just what I needed to progress. There's a lot of different factors that go into that. But next set. Yeah, no problem. Hopefully it works out, because unfortunately a lot of lifting is just guess and check until you figure out what works for you. But with the exception of like Shaco programming and maybe Lehman's progressive range of motion programming, I haven't really heard too much about block pulls actually being all that helpful for getting your deadlift up specifically. And even then, with progressive range of motion, you're gradually increasing the range of motion. It's that increase of range of motion that's helping. That's what you're progressively overloading, as opposed to the block pulls themselves. Anyone have any fun weekend plans? Lots of sleep. Yeah, I feel that. I actually just had a sleep study done, so we'll see. Bugenhagen. I don't remember. I don't really pay too much attention. Like, I'm subscribed to Bugenhagen, but I don't really watch his videos too much. He's kind of a little cringe for my taste, honestly. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case if it didn't help his deadlift, because like a lot of the time, people aren't struggling at lockout unless they're in a bad position to start off with off the floor. Generally, like there are exceptions to the rule, like Belgian Twink, where it's not that it's a strength issue, but it's that his hands are getting caught on his thighs or something to that effect. Or if you're really fat, like myself, or if you're fat like Ray Williams or Kelly Branton, then you would have issues locking out due to how chunky you are. But even then, that's still more of a floor positioning thing than like a lockout thing. But yeah. He's still the strongest here, Justin. Justin, you're not the strongest there. Dan Green trains there. How did I get a sleep study? In the past, I saw a sleep specialist and I got some work done on my nose and got my tonsils removed to try and get my sleep quality improved. And I guess it was initially through a GP that we got to him, but after that, since I saw him already, I was able to get a follow-up appointment and get that all figured out. The the doctor seemed pretty convinced that I need a CPAP because I'm a fat fuck right now. I'm real fat. He's like, if and when this happens, if and when it comes to this is what you're gonna need to do with the CPAP. And I was like, okay. He thinks I'm slob, but got it. Whatever, dude. Should have told him I don't bench you, bro. He's a little twink shit. Not to be fair, he's kind of twinky. But I'm not going to try to antagonize anybody, you know. Anyone in PLG uses CPAP? I think that Garage Bro did or does. Back when he was posting like again, like he left for a while and he came back for a bit. And I think he said he was using a CPAP. But I don't think anyone else uses a CPAP. I'd be the first big boy use a CPAP in PLG that still posts. Probably the smooth muscle hypertrophy or the neck hypertrophy. Yeah, that would do it. Just in general, like if and also like more fat mass, even if their body fat percentages aren't super high, they still have more fat on them than like a lower weighted person would for the same body fat percentage. So their tongue will get fatter and stuff like that. But yeah, like Pete Rubish's like a good example of that would be like Pete Rubish's neck. I don't know if he needed a CPAP or not, but like he fucking looked like he needed a CPAP back when he was still on cycle. I think he was like decently lean. Yeah, he was like playing rugby, so like you can't be too sloppy. But yeah, like another good example would be what's his name? I'm only thinking of his Ben Pollack. Ben Pollack is a good example too. He's not like he's pretty fucking lean, but he also needs a CPAP. But he's just like massive. He's a fucking monster now. Surprised they don't use a CPAP. Yeah. Well, sometimes people just get lucky too. Like I've always had sleep problems. Like I've never felt well rested ever after sleeping, and I could sleep for basically 24 hours if no one was there to wake me up. So it's just luck of the draw. But I think a CPAP would be good for gains, especially coming up on this meet. If I can get a CPAP covered by insurance, that is. Hopefully I can, because I'm like, the fuck am I gonna do if I still can't get a CPAP? Then like it'll be just completely unknown why my sleep is garbage. Next set, yeah. I'll do it. Oh, my hamstrings are fucking killed from yesterday too. Like it wasn't even that hard. I'm just tired. Got a little bit of a back pump there. Lots of time under tension. I hope it was nice speed. It's only 275. Yeah, your scoring went down too when you lost weight, but you still got great sleep. Yeah, like literally when I was 149, had that issue. Yeah, there's not a lot. It's a Friday night. Probably getting drunk. People probably out bar hopping and shit. I'm boring. I lift all day. Nothing wrong with being boring. I guess that's true. It could be a lot worse. Could be a massive degenerate. I hate Bulgarians so fucking much. I really don't want to do these. Let's just have to fucking walk these out a mile. I should get like one of those Bulgarian split squat pads or something. That'd be a good investment, actually. Yeah, it's a good quad movement. They just suck ass. Like, to do them is awful. Need to do more Bulgarian split squats. I mean, they're okay. Like, I don't think they're like a staple of a good lifting routine, but like they're a good movement to do occasionally. You really need to mainly focus on squats, like regular squats. Yeah, no way. Yeah, that would do it. I don't think I've pulled anything, but like if my hammies are tight, then they're hard to do, which they're tight right now slightly. So they're going to be a fun time. And I really should invest in another pair of Pro Locks because the Arch Nemesis bar is not compatible with regular collars, unfortunately. I'm going to give myself a couple minutes and then I'll get started with the circuit. Shark collars. How much are shark collars? Because the Pro Locks aren't bad. I'm not going to lie. Let me check. So the Pro Locks are $46 versus shark collars. See, $60 for the shark collars. So Pro Locks win. $40. Where are you buying the shark collars from? I'm looking at Elite FTS's website. It says 60. You got them for 40 on the St. Patrick's Day sale. That makes sense. Okay. So Pro Locks it is eventually. I'm not in a rush because I only do this movement like once every couple of months. So no rush. And it wouldn't even be a problem if I wasn't using the safety squat bar at the same time. Yes, Bulgarian split squats are good if you fucking hate yourself. That's a very good description of them. Sad Dave noise. Ugh. Yeah, Dave's not getting my money for now. I don't think I've bought anything Elite FTS except maybe a couple bands. Everything else has been Rogue or Prep and Sack or Titan or Amazon for that fucking lat pull down. Fuck, man. I was wondering why my knees were hurting. Maybe it's the Bulgarian split squats that did it. Nice. Good multitasking. But maybe it was the Bulgarian split squats that aggravated my knee. Hi, cat. Hi. Hello, you won't be able to be here while I'm working out soon. Purr. Forward knee travel. Yeah, I mean, but there's also forward knee travel with the high bar squat, but like, hi, cat. I know, you want attention. But I think, I don't know, it could be the high bar squat, it could be the Bulgarian split squats. It's tough to say. I'll find out whenever, next week, whenever I actually do the high bar, because then I won't have Bulgarian split squats as an accessory since they're, as much as they're like a decent isolation movement, they're pretty taxing just because of how, even if the systemic load is low, they're so taxing just due to all the stability demands. Let me check my RTS training log. So I'm just going to stick to 4 sets of everything because I don't hate myself that much. 155 for 8s. Hopefully at RP6, copied below. 95 for 10, copied below. 6, copied below. Right. Cable row. That's 150. 40. Yeah, he's a good cat. They're all good cats that we have. Real sweet and personable. I'm surprised one of the other ones doesn't come over. Hello, come here. Come on. Yeah. Hi. Hello. I was just thinking about it. Like, I remember people were fucking giving me shit about, like, I was like, maybe I should deadlift 3 times a week. And they were like, oh, you shouldn't. Like, you're such a retard. Why would you do that? And, like, now I'm deadlifting 3 times a week and making gains. I just think that's funny. Deadlift or bench is my favorite? Bench is my favorite by far. Um, like, it's not even close. But deadlift's not bad. I would say if I had to pick, it would be bench, sumo, squats, any kind, then conventional deadlifts below that. Or at least back squats, any kind of back squat, and then conventional, and then front squats below that. Bench press is just king, you know? Like, there's just something so satisfying about, like, getting incredibly tight. Like, people say you're supposed to be uncomfortable. It feels great to me. I'm literally, like, it's just so enjoyable getting that tight and stable to me personally. Um, like, because you have the bench to brace against, and you don't really have that with any other lift for the most part. SSB, that goes with uh, all squats, all back squats, I would say. Because in the back squat hierarchy, it goes SSB is equal to low bar, then high bar, I guess, because of the way I've changed my opinion slightly on high bar just due to how my shoulder has been, due to my shoulder and therefore my elbow. So front squats are the worst now, especially since they haven't, like, at least whenever I was doing them in Shaco, my back squat would go up and my front squat just would stay exactly the same. Like, I would get prescribed really heavy weights and I just couldn't do it. Even though my back squat went up, like, to an incredible degree. So I'm just thinking that front squats are kind of useless, at least for back squat purposes. For deadlifts, I'm sure they have like a use because they do help a lot. Like, I've seen that anecdotally, but for me personally, front squats just suck. And it would make sense if they carried over to deadlifts because my deadlifts progress was kind of shit on Shaco. So the fact that my deadlift wasn't going up, and therefore my front squat wasn't going up, would actually make a lot of sense. Um, but overall, yeah, like, squats, I just don't like the feeling of being crushed to death, you know? So probably my least favorite movement of the big three anyway. Like, assuming that, like, I can pick my favorite to represent each one, squat's still the worst. But I'm worried though. I'm hopeful that my elbow and shoulder are normal now, but I'm still worried because it's still a little painful a couple days later after doing high bar. Um, so I'm just worried about that behind the neck stuff. Yeah, that's totally a possibility. Like, the safety squat bar is, like, super comfortable to use, honestly. Like, especially you can use it in, like, 2 different ways. whenever you're squatting. I prefer to use it in the way where you start bent over, uh, and then you don't have the camber out in front of you. But you could use it where the camber stays out in front of you and you try to stay upright without it pancaking you. Uh, Either one works, but I prefer to sort of lean into it more. Uh, so that way that's how I use it at least. But it's enjoyable, yeah, for sure. And the handles are nice. Like you don't have to worry about like your shoulders and your arms going numb like during the movement because you're trying to hold the rack position, especially during a high rep set. Like it's not really a problem during like a triple or maybe even fives. But like if you're doing eights or tens or higher on the back squat, you better fucking use an SSB. At least that's my opinion because it just sucks ass to not use the SSB. Okay, I think it's about time for me to get started with the circuit work. I really don't want to, but I have to. Okay. Amazon, set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
It shifts a little bit on the back squat, right? Little bit, not so much. That's not really too much of an issue that I've noticed. But what I have noticed is just that maintaining that position for a long period of time gets very uncomfortable. You should look into probably increasing like your back musculature. That would help your keep things a little bit more stable, and then also maybe even moving the bar lower if you can. That would also help with stability. Because I definitely noticed the bar moving a little bit with high bar. I'm climbing through the screen. No, I have to do rows, and I can't fit everything on the screen at once. I hate circuits. Man, I feel fatigued already. Extra volume GPP, yeah. So pivots are sort of like a deload, but also you spend some time doing novel movements that you don't normally do, just to shake things up a little bit, get your body unused to what you've been doing the past couple weeks to months, depending on what you're doing. It's to let's see what else is there. It is like GPP work, like you would do stuff that you don't normally do. But yeah, you don't go too heavy though. You try to keep things at like a low RPE relatively. Okay, next set.
Amazon, how much time is left?
You have 10 minutes left on your 20-minute timer.
So right on pace then, roughly. Yeah, lungs are working. One round left. Amazon, how much time is left?
You have 6 minutes and 30 seconds left on your 20-minute timer.
Okay, I got a little bit of time to take a breather. I'm trying. I'm fucking trying. If we didn't start with the Bulgarian split squats, I'd have been fine. But these are just killer. Hard part done. Amazon, how much time is left?
You have 3 minutes and 10 seconds left on your 20-minute timer.
Okay, I got a couple minutes. Take a breather before my last set. I don't know how many calories I had today. I don't think it was that much. Honestly, I haven't been that hungry today. And I feel fine. I'm performing well enough. I just had no aerobic capacity at all. If I ate that much, I probably would have puked already. It's okay. Not my favorite, but it has its uses. Oh, I'm done. Thank fuck. Amazon, timer off.
20-minute timer canceled.
What are you thinking about food? Like what food specifically? I'm not chilling shit. Ice cream. Good choice. You gotta have some milkshakes so you get big arms like Big Z. Really? The first time? He's posted it before. What of it? I said this need word. He's hairy. Aren't most of the guys in PLG hairy as fuck? Brandon's like the only twink shit that's not. Yeah, he is Italian. Yeah, Justin's too. That's true. But still, I would say most guys in PLG are like hairy bears. Gotta do some rehab work now. Jessie is mommy. She's awesome. Totally bae. Would absolutely allow her to crush my skull between her thighs. Absolutely. Without question. Yeah, she does. Everyone's competing tomorrow, or at least everyone that's big is competing tomorrow. I'm ready for it, honestly. It's gonna be so hype. I have to be somewhere around that time. I'm probably gonna make my fiance drive me while I watch the meet. Like the total chat I fucking am. Ew. She's gross. She's fucking disgusting, dude. Yes, Amanda Lawrence is competing, but she's gross. Nasty. She's really good for her weight class. Like, I don't think she has like any competition. I think the closest person is Daniela Mello, and she's blown out of the fucking water. At least I think they're in the same weight class. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Let's Let's see, she's a yeah. She competes at 198, so that's 84 plus, I think, right? Or 84, I should say. She competed at 198 for a while in the USAPL, but she was also 184. So yeah, I think they're in the same class. Oh, I guess slightly different, but close enough. At least when they were in IPF, they were the same. You would know, yeah. Yeah, when they were both competing in the IPF, they were the same. But I think Danielle Mello is still in the USAPL. Well, yeah, it looks like Amanda Lawrence is in the IPF still. So, yeah, they were in the same class, and now they're not. But Amanda Lawrence is just so fucking dominant. It's kind of crazy. I also hate her squat form because it reminds me of an Olympic lifter squat form with her knees fucking clapping. Hate it. It just ugh. Yeah, but who am I to say shit? Because I'm pretty sure she fucking out squats and deadlifts me. So it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna do my last rehab set. Yeah, it makes me cringe mega hard. I can't watch a lot of the time. I feel like she's gotten a little better with it though. I don't remember. I haven't seen her in a while, but I feel like her knees used to like touch basically, and now they're not. But anyway, I think that's it. Does anyone have any like thing they want to talk about before I close out the stream? Any static work for my shoulder? Not really. I probably should do some, but I don't have any PVC to do it with, you know? Because that's probably what I would do. Like I'd probably do banded distractions, or not banded distractions, but PVC pipe distractions or something, or dislocations. Dislocations, not distractions. Banded distractions completely different, but yeah, the band holds, yeah, they're nice. My main thing is just I just need to regain that shoulder mobility back, and it's helping, but I feel like I need a little more. Burns like hell, yeah. Let me think. Is there anything else I can talk about? But yeah, I think I might incorporate
I might run to Home Depot or something tomorrow, or the day after, get some PVC pipe, see if I can get something for my shoulder, some additional work for my shoulder, I should say. Because I don't want to do it with bands, but I could. I just don't want to. And then I feel like doorway stretch is kind of useless for me. I've never really had much luck with it because my pecs just tighten up immediately whenever I do it. But if that's it, then I guess I'll see you guys in PLG. So, have a good night if I don't see you guys. But I think I'll be talking to you guys at least for a couple hours or an hour or so. So have a good night, guys.